and trivia.
No, I want to do trivia. We don't have enough. We don't have enough people to do trivia yet.
I scared everybody away from the trivia night.
Oh
I'm
my
sorry.
God, dude, you own the trivia. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Comic Book Streamland. I am Jay Rosario from Unstoppable Comics, hanging out with two of my buddies, talking about tonight toys. The holiday season is right around the corner, and what better time than now to get a jump on it? Because I know if you've gone to your local Targets and Walmarts and CVS's and Walgreens, and they've already got those places decked out, right? I mean, they were decked out before Halloween was even over. So if the time is now to talk about it, let's talk about it. It's either that or we start putting the L in salmon. So we'll talk about toys.
What does that mean? Did I miss a joke?
Shit is wonky all over the place. We got Tyson fighting tonight. I don't know.
That sounds like it should be a weird, like. Do you ever watch that movie, Horrible Bosses, where the guy Jason Sudeikis goes, "I'm going to bend her over the barrel and show her the 50 states." The dude's like, "That's not a saying." He's like, "It is now." Like that's what I feel like. I'm going to put the L in salmon. Like that's one of those things that should be on a T-shirt that nobody understands what it means. I put the L in salmon. Like, what? What does that mean?
Fuck it. Let's have fun. No,
does it mean anything?
It will. It will. If you believe in it, if you build it, if you work on it, if you keep it going, people are going to believe in it. I'm
going to make a comic book that says I put the L in salmon, and if it fails, I'm going to blame you.
Nothing wrong with that, dude.
Jay said that this was a great comic book title.
I think it's it's like, come on, who knew Black Mirror was going to be this tale of morality that went how many seasons and never came back, right? We got to go with it. We got to go with the fun stuff. Fuck it, we got to have fun. We got to laugh, right? Because we're probably not going to be laughing when we wake up in the morning to find out that Tyson lost, And
listen, I'm telling you right now, the fight is about to happen. I'm giving you my prediction. Tyson is losing this fight. I don't want him to lose this fight. I want him to destroy Jake Paul in every imaginable way.
So do I.
But this is a show, and this is not a fight,
right?
And Jake Paul is going to win/Rocky his way to the end to a draw or something along those lines, and that's what's going to happen. That's my prediction. Here it is at 8:08. I am not watching. There's nothing on.
I'm not either.
I'm just saying that's my prediction.
And a bunch of people are going to make a lot of money on it, and we won't care tomorrow.
Yeah.
Right. I don't care. I don't
What's
care.
Really important is that the Jets lost again. That's what really. That's the important part.
Dude, I can't afford another loss because I got to pay out two people that said the Jets would never win more than 9 games this year.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I know. And I took it like a champ.
And then they traded Mike Williams and he scored a touchdown.
Yeah.
We all know what the problem is. We all know.
Do we? Because they fired the coach. So do we know what the problem is?
Yeah,
it's above the coach. It's in the owner's box.
It's ownership, because once they fired the coach, they lost the team.
I mean,
the guys give up their heart, dude.
Yeah, but I mean, that guy hasn't done anything for that team for years. I mean, they had a good defense ish, but I mean, other than that, I don't see him being any grander than a Brandon Staley. I mean, what did he do? Did he make the playoffs? No. Did he win a division? No. I mean, he was.
But he could manage his people.
But they still lost.
Yeah.
So who cares? Who cares? Who cares how you manage your people if your people are losing still?
They didn't give up, right?
They didn't give up. I don't recall any playoff appearances.
Here we go. William, thank you, brother. All right, 3 fights before the main event. You have time to catch it. All right, we will. We will. No, we won't. We won't. Why did I say we won't? Fuck that. That. Look at Calderon showing up. Look at him. Look at him, so sharp. So
like
professional.
Buttoned up and the whole thing.
Yeah, man.
Just get back from work, kids. That's how
I haven't shaved. I barely comb my hair. Come on, man.
Come on.
Some people got last year's cat ears on. He's about to re-up for 2025.
Yeah.
Give me a new design. We'll talk about it.
Yeah.
I got a new design. I got a new design for you, brother. I got a new design. But all right. So tonight we're gonna be talking about some toys. All right. We're all people that come from geek space, geek life, right? And we all grew up in the 80s, the heyday of the toy craze, right? Some of the best stuff was coming out then. So what was your favorite gift or the favorite thing that you bought?
Micronauts.
Micronauts.
Micronauts. Yes.
Really?
So I'll tell you, I figured out the Santa hack one year and it worked. Is all I'm saying is it worked. So, you're supposed to go to Santa and be like, what do you want for Christmas, little boy? And you're like, oh, I want, a thing. I want a basketball. I want a football. I want a video game. I want a thing. Right.
Uh-huh.
So I went up to Santa and I was like, this was right after Empire Strikes Back had come out. And I said, I want everything from the Empire Strikes Back collection. That was it. I wanted everything. And that year was spectacular.
How was that the hack?
Spectacular.
How was that the hack? Marvin, was that the hack, Marvin?
Because everything is still one thing. That's the hack. Everything is one thing.
Everything is still one thing.
Yeah, it's still, you're only asking for one thing. It's just everything. And so for me, I freaked out. There were 2 times that I freaked out. One was when I got the Shogun Warriors Godzilla.
Oh, nice.
2-foot thing.
Nice.
And then the other one was that year's when I got the AT-AT, the Snow Walker thing.
Nice.
Because I'm a kid at that point, so those are huge toys for kids.
Tyson.
They're like having a dog in your house, at that age.
Yeah,
So having those big ass friggin' toys, like I always wanted the aircraft carrier, but I never got the aircraft carrier. But I always loved those big toys. And those were the 2 that really stand out.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about you, Marvin?
I never got the aircraft carrier either. Did anybody ever get that?
My friend had 2, that son of a bitch.
Did you break both of them?
I wanted to Godzilla all over them.
You could have. You had the Godzilla.
I know.
You know what I mean? You could have pulled a -1. We
could have, but instead, my Godzilla just visited my sister's Barbie dream house often, and that's how that happened.
Nice.
No, I got the Sky Striker. That was the biggest thing I ever.
Yeah, Sky Striker was good. Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a Raiden.
Yeah, I never had Shogun Warriors except for Godzilla, and I was super jealous of the guys that had the robots.
Okay. My cousin had the Mazinger in Puerto Rico.
Mazinger, yes.
Mazinger.
Did anybody ever get the
Mazinger
shuttle, the space shuttle?
Mazinger. No, I didn't have the shuttle. I had they did a big 2-prop helicopter. A huge
Tomahawk.
No, that's Tomahawk.
Yeah,
the Tomahawk. Yeah. I was thinking of the Green Hornet one. No, but no, the Tomahawk. Yeah.
I thought you were talking about the thing that went into the top of Mazinger's head. But you mean this, Marvin?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's beat up. It's beat up, but it's here. It's here, and it's cherished, and it's loved, but it's beat up. It's beat to shit.
Yeah, I still have the RoboCheck, the one that just transformed from Matchbox.
Yes.
It's missing the landing gear. That's all. I'm trying to find the landing, like a loose landing gear, and can't find one.
Yeah, and it's Mazinger. And Jay, it's okay. We forgive you because we know English is your second language. So and Brooklynese is your first. So
I got the Voltron. They had the lead paint.
Yes.
Oh no.
Yeah, it had to return it.
I had the Japanese one. I had the one they called Lionbot that came over, the import.
Well, the American version, remember, it didn't have. It took off the launchers for the head. Like you could launch the Japanese version. You could press the button and the heads would launch off. Right. They took that off on the American version.
Yeah.
Right. I had the bootleg version from the Korean gift shops over here, where the chrome faded very easily off of the Lions.
What's crazy is somebody at an old guy one time. He was like friend of the family or something. He saw my Voltron, and he was like, "So what do you think we're going to have in the future?" And I was like, "Things like this that like walk and talk." And goddamned if we don't have actual Transformers that transform by themselves and talk and walk around and shit. And like, oh my God, we actually got there.
Yeah, and they're like $700.
Oh, they're crazy. They're crazy. Yeah.
Well, listen, I can't talk about spending money because right here in the corner,
Galactus, because Galactus.
No, the other HasLab that I was able to afford, the Dragonfly.
Yeah.
The big classified helicopter. I don't know where the fuck I'm gonna put it right now. Excuse me. I'm probably gonna make some space and have Galactus stand on it because I don't have the space to assemble it right now. I got a fucking mess in the office right now, guys.
Yeah, I'm holding out for the aircraft carrier or the Terradrome.
Terradrome was cool, yeah.
The Terradrome, the Cobra Terradrome, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Not what was the one that the Turtles had? The Technodrome?
Technodrome. That was Krang's thing.
There we go. Okay. Yeah. No.
But Jay, show us that thing you just got. I've never seen it before.
What the Dragonfly?
Yeah. Check it out.
No, I'm not going to show you because there's a mess over here, bro. There's a
Does
mess.
it have a picture in the box?
I showed you.
Box have a picture?
Yeah, I showed you a quick picture of the box. Yeah, no, you don't have to see it anymore. It's okay, buddy. We got a mess going on over here. Well, you trying to get me
off limits.
Look, you know what?
What he's saying, JD, is that his wife doesn't know he has it, and he's not going to show it.
Shut up! Listen,
don't you understand? I'm trying to get him murdered.
Yes. We got that used to be WWF and Marvel Legends figures. Yes, that is right. I had a nice wall unit over the TV that it was lit up on the top shelf, and when Jax was coming out with the Jax Pacifics was coming out with the WWF guys, we were going ham on them, and then they redid the bodies, and they were like all skinny and svelte, and it was like, oh, these look disgusting, and we stayed away from that. But all right. So you guys had Raideen, you had Godzilla, Micronauts, Marvin. You had the Sky Striker, which was a love of mine. Right, that's why one of the guys is named Star Striker. It's after that. But I was a poor kid growing up, and most of the stuff I got was things that ended up in the discount store. So like I got Crystar represented up here on the wall behind me, and I remember picking up Crystar, the castle, a couple figures, accessory packs, and a dragon. I don't think I spent more than $15 for everything at the discount store. That was great. I remember getting the Superpowers figures when they were on the smaller, thinner single cards rather than the big one that took up space. Picked that up at the flea market for pennies. And then there was a toy line called RoboForce. I don't know if you guys ever remember that.
Vaguely.
It was wonky. They had suction cups. They tried to have like action features and spring-loaded stuff. But the cool thing about RoboForce was their headquarters kind of looked like Krypton. And then the top was a dome. So for me, that was the Bottle City of Kandor. That was my play set for the Superpowers guys. Right?
So you were just getting your toys from Wish before Wish.
Oh, 100%, bro. 100%, bro. Yeah, man. It's like that's where the imagination formed. Like I remember Secret Wars when they were cheaper. Right?
Yeah.
They were
so let me see if any of you guys heard of this, because I mentioned this to people and they're like, what the fuck is that? Does anybody remember a line called the Starriers?
Yes, I do. Yeah. Yes, I do. Hotshot was the main guy.
Yeah, they're all robot.
Yep.
All kinds of fucking weird robots.
Yep.
And it was a great comic book. Like it was one of those
part of Marvel Star.
Marvel did a mini series that was really, really good. People remember like the Marvel Transformers and stuff, but like here's the reality. That comic book was shit once you got past about issue 12. It lost all focus. The Transformers book.
Okay.
Once you get past about issue 12, it loses focus. It's all just like, hey, new new guy every issue. Like we don't know what the fuck is going on.
Okay.
But that Star Years book is one of these like really underrated science fiction stories. And the toys, I mean, the toys were okay. They were lower grade, you know, they didn't have a lot of paint apps or anything, but you could wind them up and they'd walk, or they'd have like, you know, guns that would go stuff like that.
Yep. We so Sectors is coming around right now, right? Nacelle did the comic book.
Yep.
I remember the first time around, Mark Teixeira or Mark
Teixeira. Yep.
He did the first 2 issues.
Yep.
Of the Sectors. Yeah. So I picked up the re-release when they were 1/18 scale by Zika Toys.
Yeah.
And they were kickstarted. But now you got the new issue that just came out this week or this past week. It would have been a nice little nod to have him do one of the alternate covers for the book.
Yeah, but they didn't spend any money on those covers, dude. Like you
meant Sectors, or you say
Sectors? Yeah.
Sectors.
Yeah, there's a new series just came out.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Let me tell you, if I was in charge of that, I would have had Teixeira on that book, like 100%. Without any question. Assuming he would want to do it, of course. But I would have been like, "Yo, this is a needed thing."
Yep.
Yeah.
And you gotta imagine text is not cheap these days.
No, but when you consider that every other cover that you did is people that no one has ever heard of, you just put your eggs in that basket. You know what I mean? You just go, look, we're going to get this one. And that's the one that we're going to be able to sell a lot of for sure. And then the rest of them are whatever they're going to be. You know, you average that out. Like, let's say he's $1,000 and everyone else is like $200. You get that average, you know, and you can sell that. You can guarantee a sale off that text cover. But the rest of them, like I just got the regular cover, which is not bad. It's not bad. The inside art is not bad. But,
I have it opened up.
There was nothing that really like popped. Didn't really like go, oh wow, that's something. But all the variant covers were just
yeah, man. You know, I feel when Zika Toys had the license, they were just a little ahead of the curve.
Yeah.
Had they waited a little bit longer, they could have been riding this whole wave.
Yeah. And
had great synergy, right? And they lost out on that because those figures were really awesome.
Yeah.
And then wave 2, they had a wave 1, a wave 1.5. Wave 2 that did not get funded was when they were really stepping up on the sculpts and the articulation on some of those figures, and missing out on those kind of sucked. You know, because that first wave is money in the bank, man. But yeah, no, I had, if it was cheap, like David over here is talking about the stuff that showed up at KB Toys. I wasn't there to get the variants, but I remember picking up stuff like Power Lords at KB Toys. I don't know if you guys remember Power Lords. I remember Centurions. I remember there was a ripoff Centurions. I don't remember what the ripoff of Centurions was, but that was out there. G.I. Joe was always huge. G.I. Joe was, you know, the 1,000-pound gorilla. But then there was the Lanyard Corpse toys. I don't know if you guys remember those.
Yeah, they're back again too. They're really
back.
cool. Yeah.
See, but they would have great play sets, great affordable play sets. If you couldn't afford the G.I. Joe stuff, you were building a world with the Lanyard Corpse stuff, right? They had this entire space shuttle launch where if you couldn't afford the whole big G.I. Joe space shuttle setup, like me, you know, that was great. That was great, right? But then I remember getting Chips action figures, not the 6-inch ones with the smaller ones.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, back in the day, we had R-rated movies getting toys, like RoboCop and Rambo and Aliens. Like that was super weird.
Like Commando. All right, there were 2 Commandos. I remember Commando later on, where all the clothes were molded on, and the bad guys had these weird yellow and purple colors. But the first set, the first release of Commando, Arnold Schwarzenegger Commando, was maybe about 5 inches, had a real vest, had cloth fatigues.
And nobody bought it, and that's why it changed later down the line.
I know, but
because they were like, "This is stupid. What are we doing?"
Weird 4-rack rocket launcher.
Yeah,
you know, a real blade that came out the vest. I was like, "This is great." He just didn't fit in with G.I. Joe, but he was beating the shit out of He-Man. He's bigger than He-Man, baby. You fuck up He-Man in a heartbeat, right? It's like, oh, don't make toy belt to me. And then he just went in there. He fucked them all up, kid. He got his due. He got his due.
This is my castle now.
It was. But then the last action.
Do you guys remember when I don't know what company it was, but they made Battlestar Galactica figures based off of the Liefeld comic, and they were all like ripped up, like super buff, like buff Starbuck and buff Apollo, and like just ridiculous, just ridiculous. Nobody remembers that stuff?
No.
Yeah, weren't they like the He-Man molds?
They weren't the molds, but they were very similar in poses. They were like very like look how ripped up I am and all.
Yeah, I think that like Kenner, was it Kenner?
I don't know who it was. I don't remember.
Because they licensed those molds out to everyone because there were so many figures that were in that style of just these big buff guys who like they only could do their arms up and down and things like that.
Yeah, that re-release of Star Wars, that Power of the Force stuff was awesome, right? Where Han and Chewie couldn't fit into the cockpit, but I didn't know that the Battlestar Galactica was like using those molds.
No, they were their own molds, but they were beefed up, like we're super muscular dudes. Even though they're space pilots in ships, like they had to be, ripped action heroes in this stuff. Because if you look at the Liefeld stuff that they did for Battlestar Galactica, everything was on steroids. All the designs, the Galactica, everything was just like, let's do that, but add Viagra and just make it all power up. It was crazy.
See, toys are fun.
Yeah,
toys are fun.
Even when I was at Grand Rapids Comic-Con today, I bought comics, but I was looking around at all the toys. I always look for older stuff, which they don't often have a lot of really like interesting older stuff. And a lot of, I'm even looking for like some of the just original Star Wars stuff. I'm like, you know what? I kind of want to just get those again. Like I'll just grab one here and there, but the prices on that shit are just getting ridiculous. For loose figures, even it's just getting stupid. Yeah. So I'm like, who do you think is buying this crap at these prices, dude? Because I know you're going home with all of this stuff.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, they're antiques now.
They are.
That's true, but they're not rare.
No, not at all.
Pieces but if I can't go buy a Stormtrooper loose for less than $30, something's wrong. You know what I mean? Like that's
because you remember a couple. What was it like 5-6 years ago? Somebody like had bought a warehouse and they found a bunch of the flags in an office and still in boxes.
What do you mean the flag? What are flags?
The aircraft carrier.
The aircraft carrier from G.I. Joe.
The USS flag.
Yeah. I don't know what gets me more in shock. What Marvin said or what Calderon said. I
was never a big G.I. Joe fan. I was never. I mean, I'm not.
He didn't know that the ship was called the Orca in Jaws either. So
Okay.
He doesn't know boats. He's not good on boats.
Chompy over here said he grew up with the Fisher Price toys. Don't knock the Fisher Price toys. Those action people sets were awesome. They were in scale with G.I. Joe at the time.
Dude had that weird hand like this. Yes. Like he was, you could like push a button.
They were trigger fingers. They had trigger fingers, dude.
It's the nuclear option action people. Like it comes with its own red button.
Yes, they were great stuff. Stuff.
Did you read G.I. Joe #1?
I haven't yet. I picked it up.
It has the origins of the red and green lasers in it.
Oh my god! Oh, that's some old school Maximilian.
That is the original.
Yeah, this is the original. This is the oldest toy that I had from my childhood.
That is awesome.
So he can just whip out a Maximilian in an instant, but my critter figure is nowhere to be seen.
Yeah, I can say the same thing about.
Like, look, I got Maximilian in my pocket.
He carries it. What was the little robot? The one that told me.
I used to have him. That motherfucker got lost. I don't know what the
fuck was his name?
I don't remember. But yeah. I used to have the beat up one and the regular. I used to have them both. And this is the only one that made it. The only one that made it out.
My brain's gonna hurt. I gotta figure this one.
Hold on, Tom. While your brain is hurting, why don't you look at this for a second? Because this comment is for you. Here we go, Dave. I still have Jason and Will Warriors and a GeForce set in storage. I know somebody else who has Jason and Will Warriors.
And I have the Battle of the Planets Phoenix upstairs too.
Oh,
so yes.
Wait, Jace is not near you?
I'm downstairs.
Oh,
Jace is upstairs.
Just like me.
Okay.
Critter upstairs.
Okay. Well,
No, Daphne,
Marvin,
you're
let's hear
almost
you.
right. Bob is the broken down robot.
That's what I'm talking about.
But
right.
what's the Vincent? That's it. There you go. Vincent.
Yeah, I had
Vincent.
both of them.
Yeah.
But like I said, Maximilian's the only one that made it. I don't know why. I guess the evil sticks with me.
Yeah. Well, Maximilian was awesome. That was a great design. I mean, that was. I mean, really, all of that movie was well designed.
Yeah, I watched it probably a couple of years ago, and it still holds up.
Yeah, it's good. It's a little slow, but it's fine with me. I like it.
See,
I think if they were to come back and like remake that right now with like what we know about black holes, really like do a cool sci-fi thing, I think it would be pretty amazing.
You mean Interstellar? Yeah.
Nah, fuck them.
Hold on a second. Champe. Yes, I love the Visionaries. And if I ever get a chance to speak to Kirkman, I've got a pitch on how to tie the Visionaries into the current Energon universe.
Dude, Visionaries are over at IDW.
They are?
Yeah. They've been there for years.
I thought he got the whole Hasbro stuff.
No. My Little Pony is still over there. Like, they just got G.I. Joe and Transformers.
Really?
Yeah. Nobody wanted Visionaries.
I want Visionaries. I want Visionaries, dude.
They were bigger G.I. Joes.
Yes, they were 4 inches. Excuse me, they were 4.5 inches.
Mm-hmm.
I love them. They were just, you know what they were? Remember how G.I. in the first G.I. Joe miniseries, Duke and Snake Eyes fought that giant Goliath guy in Cobra Commander's castle, where he had the piece of stick of gum as the headband shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
That helped them block the signal. That's what the Visionaries were for me. They were just
Do you remember the episode when Duke got shot in the head?
Yes.
Yeah.
Remember when Duke went to a coma continuously?
Yeah.
Yes. Isn't that every episode?
That was, dude. That's why I never liked Flint. Fuck
First
you,
season.
Flint.
Yeah. Fuck Flint. Flint's all like, I guess I'm in charge now. Fuck you, Flint.
Fuck you, Flint. And Beachhead.
I guess he was his Starscream.
Yeah.
Oh, don't disrespect Beachhead. Beachhead was awesome.
No,
he hoped they both got fleas.
No. Beachhead.
What are you doing?
Beachhead could take a hike, brother. Beachhead could take a hike, man. Man, but see, the 80s were the best for toys. They were tied in. There was comics. There was so much lore. There was so much legacy. I mean, we're still capitalizing on it today.
That's because everything that was around it was trying to sell you something. That's what it was.
That's true.
Yeah, but that's not really unlike now. I mean, look at Pokemon and stuff like that. It's all trying to sell you cards and plushies and whatever else. It's just a matter of whoever is doing that particular IP, they have to have the understanding of like, we have to make the card game, we have to make the cartoon, we have to make the plushies, we have to make the Pokeballs, we have to do and then you can make it happen. But that takes a shitload of money and all that kind of stuff. But once you kind of have a sense of like, hey, I think we've kind of got our foot in the sand here, we've got a foundation, you can start to like do some of this stuff and actually build out.
So here's one for you. So like Robotech was the show back then too, and it was the first time characters died.
Right.
And like
Harmony Gold. Didn't they die in Star Blazers too? And Star Blazers came out before that.
Well, I think he means like main characters.
Yeah.
Star Blazers.
Because like
that was like a ripoff of Star Wars?
No. Star Blazers is the Yamato with the big
no, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember what I'm talking about? That it was like the ripoff of Star Wars. It was a cartoon. They had an archetype for Darth Vader, for Luke, for Han, for Leia. They used laser swords, and their energy kind of looked like the G.I. Joe energy or the Transformers energy. That it was blue, crystallized shit. No, nothing. Sorry. Okay.
No, that's just a fever dream you had.
Right. So you know, Harmony Gold still has the license for that for
Yes.
some unknown reason. And
Well,
it's
Harmony
always-
Gold has the license to make Robotech,
Yeah.
but the Macross stuff that it's all based on, if they wanted to bring Macross over, it had to go through Harmony Gold.
Yeah.
But now all of the rights have opened up, and Macross is now actually coming over just as Macross now.
Yeah, I was just going to say is that it's like the goal for like an online game.
For sure, 100%.
Yeah.
They've done some
Gold.
Robotech games over the years that have been okay.
Yeah, they kind of stopped at PS1.
Oh, we're going back then 20-something
Yeah.
years for that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's been a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you know, Robotech as a brand is almost non-existent now because
Yeah.
Harmony Gold does nothing with the brand.
Right. They just sit on it. Like
It just-
that's
I mean,
what I was
it-
like.
yeah.
It came up for renewal like 3 years ago, and they re-signed the contract. Like, why? Well, they're not doing anything. We'll just sit.
Yeah, the only thing that I know that exists is the comic from Titan Comics. They've been doing.
That's my
Robotech
girl
stuff.
right there.
They do
That's
a
my
Rick on
girl. You are fucking awesome, Daphne. Star Chaser, The Legend of Orin. You see, I'm not fucking crazy. I know I'm talking about something. You're fucking awesome.
Just
Daphne.
because two people know something doesn't mean they're not both crazy.
I'm sorry. Okay. I apologize. Go ahead. No, nothing? Okay, good. So I'll go back to Daphne.
Nothing. Nothing.
That was the Star Wars ripoff. Yeah, that's the Star Wars ripoff. Excuse me. Yes, it was awesome. It was awesome. It was awesome. What do you mean okay? What do you mean okay?
Okay, well, like what? It's okay. Okay. The fuck is going okay?
I mean, you could throw Galaxy Rangers and
Yes.
Marshall Bravestar into that pile.
Yes.
There you
Or
go.
Yeah, but
Spiral.
we don't need to talk about those.
And what was the one that had the monsters where you could open up the one's chest and put the figures inside of his chest?
Humanoids. It was
Yeah,
Hasbro
humanoids.
custom.
Yeah,
That was the best cartoon. The people died there. That was really fun.
And
They
Spiral
died
Zone,
horribly.
right? Spiral Zone was another one where
Decayed would just like come out and like touch people, and they would just
Yep.
turn it to ash. Like they would just melt. It was hilarious. I was like, what? It's like, what Cthulhu shit is this?
Well, they're going to do Voltron. That's on the list right now. Voltron to get done. So if Voltron is
Yeah, but Voltron, like they're at a point where they're casting people.
yeah.
Like I can't even think of who it was, but there's like names attached to this thing.
Mhm.
It's
So
really
if Voltron does well, then that Robotech movie.
Which
will
one was
happen.
Henry Cavill attached to? Was it Voltron?
That's Warhammer.
No, I know he's attached to that, but I think he was attached to something
you
else.
might.
Oh
be
yeah.
right.
You're
might
right.
be
He's
right.
on Voltron. Yeah.
Yeah.
They haven't said who he's playing yet, but he's doing Voltron.
Yes.
So if that happens, I would assume the Robotech movie wouldn't be too far behind it.
Mhm.
But
Is he still
the trick
attached
to-
to Warhammer? Are they still doing that?
he's producing it for Amazon, but he's still attached to Highlander also.
Yeah. Highlander, I know. Yeah, because I think they started shooting or they finished shooting. I don't know.
Yeah, they've been trying to do what, like 20 years now, Robotech.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, forever. Yeah, forever. The
But
problem
that's
with
probably why
Robotech
Harmony
is
Gold still has
think-
the license.
well, I think the problem with Robotech is that what story do you tell? It's 36 episodes of fucking content.
Mhm.
And I mean, even just to get to the big war, the original, or not the war, but the big final battle, even that's like the first like almost 20.
Right.
So I mean, what story are you telling within that context, barring creating a trilogy on purpose?
Right.
I
I mean, you'd
it.
have to because it's too much content to tell for just.
That's what I'm saying. Or you'd have to just like water it down to a point that it would be
chop it up.
unrecognizable.
Right.
Yeah.
So I would think like the beginning when Rick Hunter joins the RDF would be the first movie. Then the end of the movie would be them leaving Earth. Then the second part would be just the battle with the Centrati, and then the third would be them coming back to Earth. That's all you would have time for. Man, you'd just be cutting out so much. Like you'd have to cut out like some of the Mars stuff.
Well, I mean, like if you think about the way the TV show, they were off Earth in episode 2, so you can get off Earth pretty quickly.
Mhm.
The trick, really, I think, is just if you want to get to the big final battle where like Min-Mei is singing on the SDF-1 and the shit's all going crazy and like that's your finale, you got to figure out how to get, you know, about 15 to 20 episodes into like 3 movies.
Right.
Which I don't think would be impossible if you had 3 movies, but that's a lot to ask too.
Mm-hmm.
This isn't like Peter Jackson's coming in going, we want to make 9 hours of Lord of the Rings. And they're like, yeah, okay, that's fine. Somebody's going to come in and be like, we want to do 9 hours of Robotech. They'll be like, get out of my office.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's going to matter who pitches it too, because you know this is going to be studio mandated to make as much money as possible. So they're going to get someone they can handle to do this. And
ultimately always the real issue, isn't it? It's just like, who are they going to get that's going to be able to make a good movie out of it, right?
You know who they'll go after, like a
Zack Snyder can do it.
Well, he's doing a LAPD cop show for a movie for Netflix now too.
Oh, good. I will never watch that. That's fantastic.
So it's funny. I'm rewatching 300. So I like 300. 300 was good.
Yeah, 300 was decent.
Yeah, first one is fine. Yeah.
Well, there's only one.
Dawn of the Dead and 300 were good. It was the rest of the stuff that he did was pretty.
I like Sucker Punch.
Sucker Punch and all that.
Sucker Punch is not. Sucker Punch is visually cool, but there's not a lot else.
There's no story at all.
Visually cool, yes. Substance, no.
Yeah, that's what we're saying.
Look, I think all those fantasy sections. That's the movie he wanted to make. He didn't know how to put them together.
Right. Well, and there was this
bullshit in there.
Yeah, and there was this. There's this rumor that went around that Baby Doll, they cut all of her dance stuff out. Like she was supposed to be dancing through all of this stuff, almost like a musical, like a MTV music rock video shit through all of this kind of stuff to kind of help tie these things together. But all we ever got was her kind of doing this,
right?
And then all of a sudden, poof, we're on another fucking planet. You know,
Baby Doll was the older sister or the younger sister?
The star.
The star. The one that they say that she would dance and the magical shit would happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. They would always talk about it, but you never see it.
Right.
The one from Unfortunate Series of Events, right?
I don't know. Just the main girl.
Emily Browning.
Yeah. Emily Browning. Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right, because they were set up as dancers with Carla Gugino.
Sure. Yeah.
Well,
the whole thing was a dance thing, but she was supposedly like dancing and then sending people off into weird, acid trips.
Yeah.
Right. It was they were being incepted to like an inception 2 times.
Right.
So they were in one world going to another world, going to another world.
Right. But all of that was just in their head because it all just happened in the mental asylum.
Right.
Right.
And like I said, he wanted to make the fantasy movie, but he didn't know how to do that shit. He didn't know how to string that story together. So
it was him trying to make a live action anime. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'll take that. But there were no toys. I'd buy the toys. They had some cool robots, some cool.
There were Sucker Punch toys.
There were.
Yeah. There were big dolls and statues and shit.
Yeah.
There wasn't a lot. It wasn't like there was a line of action figures or whatever. They were higher end.
Yeah, not the audio.
Higher end dolls. I think they only did like Baby Doll and maybe a couple of others. There wasn't a lot of them, but there was a few. There was a little bit of stuff.
Okay.
But yeah, Sucker Punch was this weird movie because it came out. Everybody came out of the movie going like, "Oh yeah, chicks are badass," but I'm like, you all know that they were like getting raped and like stabbed in the face and like there's really little like feminism in this movie other than we're swinging swords and shit. Like the movie was fucked up. If you really are watching it and paying attention to it.
Yep.
Yeah, they were mistreated in the what was it? Halfway house, orphanage, prison, juvie.
It was an mental institution.
Insane asylum.
Yeah,
like a mental. Yeah,
exactly.
Mental
institution. Yeah.
Fucked up. It's fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Dawn of the Dead. That wasn't bad. Dawn of the Dead.
No,
that wasn't bad.
One of the ones, but again, see, here's the thing. I think he does fairly well with things that already exist. Mm-hmm. It's when he is left to his own devices to make something up that he starts to stub his toe, right? Like even Watchmen. I like Watchmen a lot. I know a lot of people don't like Watchmen. They're usually those people are fans of the book, which I find unreadable. But I liked Watchmen because it was focused. It wasn't erratic. And I liked it a lot. I really enjoy Watchmen. So I feel like anytime he gets the opportunity to be like, I'm going to do this IP, he can latch into it, and take, oh, look at all these pieces and let me put it together. But when he's like, I'm going to make my own Star Wars, we get this Rebel Moon nonsense it's just too, there's,
I think the problem is, Tom, you didn't watch it all the way to the end.
Oh, and I never will.
At the end, it would have pulled it. It pulls together.
No, it doesn't pull together.
No,
I'm sorry.
No.
1, 2, and Watchmen. I'm sorry. Watchmen doesn't work for me because any movie that miscasts Carla Gugino and makes her the old person with makeup and covers up all that natural beauty fails. I'm sorry, it does.
Well,
she had her young side. What are you talking about? She had her young time in that movie.
I get it. Cast somebody else. Cast somebody else.
I think we've told you this before. I don't remember. Yeah, you're wrong.
Oh, sorry. That's right. No. I get it.
She got to be super hot, and then she got to be super old.
Right.
Yeah. And then she got sexually assaulted.
Yeah.
Oh. She got sexually assaulted by Al Pacino or Robert De Niro?
No.
What?
No. There was a movie with the two of them after Heat.
Oh, okay. I was like, yeah, Al Pacino did not play the comedian. Like, what are we talking about?
He was getting lit up by one of them.
That would be I now all I can see is Al Pacino as the comedian, and like that's wow.
I want
that would be a
Pacino. Give me a Dunkachino. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm not an Al Pacino fan. I can't stand Al Pacino.
Hooah.
Yeah, get out of here with that. I don't. Sorry for even referencing it, going down that rabbit hole. Yeah, no, I'm not wrong, guy. Thanks. Never make Carla Gugino old, please.
So,
thank you.
Did you see that McFarlane's releasing the Joker TV set thing from the first movie when he shot the guy, the host of the show?
Oh God.
Yeah.
So there's a set of that now. It's coming out. It's like $250 for this whole set. It's like
I finally saw Joker 2. I don't know if this has been discussed, but I saw Joker. Anybody here see Joker 2?
No, not planning on it.
There's a good reason for that.
Wow.
Wasn't it?
Wow. Man. Like I wasn't gonna see it. And then it got so much heat that I was like, can it really be that bad? Is this like Madam Web bad? Like, what is going on right now? And it was close to Madam Web bad. Like, it was really close. If it wasn't like shot as well, because it was shot well, regardless of anything else. Like, it looked, a good shot. But like, what a complete waste of anything that they built out of the first one. Freaking Lady Gaga was awful. She was pointless in the whole thing. Everybody knows the spoiler, right?
Yeah, but we don't have to.
What's the spoiler?
I'll give you all the countdown.
I want to know because I'm not going to watch it.
He's not the Joker. And he gets killed at the end by the real Joker. And Quentin Tarantino had an interesting...
They kind of established that in the first movie that he wasn't the Joker.
Correct, but nobody noticed that, Marvin. Nobody was paying attention to that. So Quentin Tarantino had an interesting reaction to it. He loved the movie. But part of why he loved the movie is part of why I love Rise of Skywalker, because it's basically I can't think of the director's name, but basically he was like, the director is like basically telling the studio and the fans, fuck you, because he didn't want to make this movie. He did not want to make a sequel. And they were like, no, look, you made $1 billion on this thing. You're going to make another one. And so he made another one that basically was like, yo, fuck you all. And you can see it through the whole movie where he's just like, throwing fingers at him.
It's crazy that they let two directors get away with that. Like with the Matrix movie, they got away with it. But they actually called out Warner in the movie, telling Warner's making us do this. Warner's making us do this. And you let another director do the same thing again.
Yeah.
Like who's watching these
what,
dailies on these movies that like they don't pick up on this and like you know what?
This is
You
what I'm
guys should
saying,
stop
man.
it.
I don't think that anyone at the corporate level of any of these things has any fucking clue what is going on.
No.
And they probably didn't care. They were probably like, look, we didn't know that Joker was going to make $1 billion. So do what you want, man. But yeah, no, it is a disaster.
Let's go back to these execs being coked the fuck up. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that was the 80s, and that's when we got good movies. So
Damn
put
right.
cocaine
Cook
back
these
in the studio.
up, bro.
Yeah.
Then you could get movies like Laser Blast, like he had.
That's
and
correct.
We could get fucking Megaphone.
They're not on. It's not coke anymore. They're on Xantex now.
That's why it's calming them the fuck down.
Yeah, they're too calm now.
More cocaine.
The fuck up, bro.
I think the best FU I've ever seen was the Human Centipede Part 2.
Oh, that was a great fucking movie, man.
But I'm saying the FU to the fans that he did at the end.
God. Yeah. Well, yeah.
Which movie?
Right? Yeah. The Human Centipede Part 2.
Oh, I haven't seen any of those.
I didn't see any of them. What the people, the viewers.
The second one is so brutal, man. It's so brutal. Like, but it's all meta. The second one is all meta because it's about a guy, it's about a fan of the first movie who then is like, oh, I'm going to make a human centipede. And he starts kidnapping people and turning them into a real human centipede because he loved the movie so much. It's fucked up. It is really supremely fucked up.
The thing is, the first movie is very, very antiseptic. It's like, it's very clean.
Yeah.
If you look at it, all of it, like all the stuff that you think of it. It's all in your head. Like you don't see anything.
Yeah, everything's bandaged up and stuff. Yeah.
In that movie, you see everything.
Yeah.
He shows you everything. Because that was one of the complaints that his fans were hitting him with. They were like, yo, it was really clean. You don't get to see anything. So in the second movie, he gave him everything.
Mm-hmm.
And then the ending of it is just hilarious.
Yeah. I kind of want to watch that again now, but it's so horrendous.
Have you seen? I haven't watched the third one. How was it?
Third one is not great. Third one's not great. It's just it's you're jumping the shark. It's like, oh, let's take all 300 inmates and turn them into one giant fucking centipede so we can save money at the prison. Like, and it's not good. It doesn't work.
So it's the platform.
What?
No.
What are we talking? But a lot of 80s movies were created.
No,
to the
I'm sorry.
VHS.
Before I was commenting on what David said. You said they were trying to save money, so it was the platform, right? Where they lower the fucking food in between each level, so the food's just getting shoved.
Oh, that movie, The Platform. Yeah, that was fucking stupid.
Sorry. Okay.
Okay. Aren't they doing a remake of that? That was an American remake.
Yeah, they're making a sequel to it. There's a part 2.
Yeah, they did. All right. A lot of the 80s movies kind of catered to the VHS rental market. That's how a lot of those movies were discovered. That's why we got Freevee and we got Tubi and we got all this other stuff now.
Yeah, direct to video, sure, but there was still in theaters.
Yeah.
A lot of crazy stuff was coming out and just being put into theaters.
I got to see Ghoulies in the theater.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I saw oh my god, I was going to call it Final Destination. The Blair Witch Project at the Angelica in
That's not the 80s, sir.
That's not the 80s, dude.
Was that Ghoulies or Ghoulies 2? Both.
I think I seen them both.
But I mean, I
saw Ghoulies in the theater on my birthday. Like I remember that, the stupid little green guy coming out of the toilet and stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was funny watching that movie years later, and you're like, "Holy crap! It's Detective Benson from SVU." What's he doing in this movie?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But yeah, like the 80s was all the crazy horror movies and all the crazy sci-fi movies, and everything was ripping off everything else, and it was a wild time back then.
I got everything. Conan. I got Conan, Sword and the Sorcerer, Beastmaster, Dragon Slayer.
Kroll.
Yeah.
Excalibur.
Right? I think that was 80. Right.
The Green Knight.
The Green Knight.
Oh yeah. With the guy who played.
Thank you, Sean Connery.
Yeah, Sean Connery. Yeah. Well, he played. Yeah.
You never saw The Green Knight?
I've never heard of anything like that. What's the Green Knight?
What was Lady Hawk?
Lady Hawk was good too. No, Green Knight. That this kid, Dev Patel, did the remake of it recently.
Yeah. It's an Arthurian legend.
Oh, okay.
Where one of the knights he gets challenged by the Green Knight. It might have been Percival. I don't remember. I
Yeah.
never remember the details like that. But yeah, he chops off the head of the Green Knight, and then the Green Knight puts his head back on. He says, "Okay, 1 year I'll be back to chop your head off."
Well, yeah, and we had Highlander. You know, somebody greenlit a movie
Highlander.
about chopping dudes' heads off. Like
Highlander 2. Hello.
No,
I saw that in the theater. All
So
right.
did
How
I.
about that?
Well, you know, it's funny.
You
I
want
saw
the money back?
So, yeah.
I can't.
Just like I saw Conan 2 and Red Sonja.
Oh, double feature. Nice.
Yeah,
Listen,
The
don't
movie,
sleep
the
on
Red
it.
Sonja movie, they had Conan in it, but they couldn't call him Conan.
No, they couldn't.
no, they couldn't. Yeah.
And they had Conan's
Yeah,
wife.
and
not in
the
first one.
evil wizard chick in Red Sonja was the girl who played Conan's girl
right
in the
That's
first
Kim
movie.
Valkyrie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I just said that. His wife.
Crazy,
His wife.
crazy man,
Mhm.
You
crazy
know?
man.
Yeah, no, she was great. She was
Then
great.
Tron.
I didn't know that
Tron.
the guy that was Conan's sidekick was a world-class surfer.
Mhm.
I just killed that whole vibe right there.
Bang.
But no, all right. So we had Lady Hawk, we had Kroll, we had Jim Carter.
Chimp
Jim
God.
Carter.
Jesus Christ. Just say Karate Kid. Jesus.
Don't sleep on Jim Carter. Don't sleep on Jim Carter, bro.
Best of the best.
No.
I've got it on my watch
Jim
list.
Carter,
I'm
we're
gonna
just
wait for it to be
forgetting.
free.
This is how bad Jim Carter is. Okay,
Was.
is. This is how bad this fucking movie is. I remember watching one movie on HBO and then staying up to watch the next movie that was coming on HBO, but I lost track of it. Was the day where we got the extra fucking hour when I was a kid. Okay, so to fill that time in the extra hour of programming, they just started Jim Carter at the we'll finish in 1 hour mark, and I was just like, what the fuck is going on here?
There was one. I don't know. I don't think it was 80s. It was one where this guy, he was going around killing champions. So he would like fight like boxing champions, karate champions, and one of the champions was Rob Van Dam. So he
that's
ended
90s.
up fighting and
Van
killing
Damme
Rob
is
Van
very
Dam.
90s. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was
What's
90s.
this?
It might have been 90s. And then at the end of the movie, he goes, "I'm not a child killer." Ha ha ha.
It was like a precursor to Street Fighter.
I just tried to watch Kickboxer the other day because it's on like Amazon or something, and I got about half an hour in. I was like, I can't do this.
Were you watching Kickboxer because the guy from was that Akron?
No, but Kickboxer came up
Right.
during act. Oh no, he's not from Kickboxer. He's from Bloodsport.
So let me
And
tell
that's
you.
how
So
Kickboxer came up. We had that exact conversation.
he came over to our table 4 times to hit on Casey 4 times.
Wait, an actor?
So,
Yeah, Ogre.
the guy,
Ogre
from
from
Richard the Nerd.
Oh,
So he walked
then you
past us.
saw something, right? What's
Yeah,
his
he
name?
walked past us the first time and he goes, "Hey, how's it going?" I'm like, "I know that voice. Who the hell is that?" So I looked him up. I'm like,
You sound like an ogre.
Yeah. So he goes, "Yeah. So So you want to just tell you that you're the most beautiful woman in this whole place. Like I came to this town. Everyone here is dog shit except for you."
Holy shit!
Then he comes back later. He goes, "Yeah. So I'm 72 years old, and I can get away with this stuff because I'm old."
Oh shit!
So for most of the Sunday, she was like ducking the guy. He didn't come over on Sunday. He came over 4 times on Saturday. Though.
Oh my god!
He didn't even buy anything though. He didn't buy anything.
So was he special? Is he special or just old?
Well, he was a special guest, and his pants were dirty. He had like dirty pants on. They're like food stains on his clothes.
So Daphne,
So
Daphne, I hope you're still listening. Daphne, you and I need to do a Jaws 3D show because you and I think are the only two on the planet that apparently like this movie.
I like that movie.
We need to do a Jaws 3D show. I'm gonna reach out to like some of the actors and just be like, look, we want to talk about this piece of shit. Like,
You got to get the guy who died and it was crushed by the shark and had his hand out with the grenade.
Yeah, that was the guy from Manimal.
Yeah,
right. Manimal was shit. Manimal
was Fitzroy. Was his name Fitzroy?
Fitzroyce.
Fitzroy.
Yeah.
Oh, I just remember the guy yelling Fitzroy.
Fitzroyce. Yeah.
Who was oh my god, Leah Thompson, Oh, who's Dennis Quaid's wife? What's her
Lou
name?
Gossett Jr. is in it.
Yeah, but the wife.
Oh, here's a funny thing. So the guy who plays Sean Brody, the younger brother,
yeah,
right, who dates Leah Thompson, he's in a Seinfeld episode. Like just out of the blue, dude is sitting on a sofa for like 3 minutes out of this Seinfeld episode. I was like, I've never seen this guy before ever, other than Jaws 3 and Seinfeld. This is really
and Jaws 4 when he died in the first 30 seconds.
Well, there's a different actor. It's a different actor. That actor was in the Seinfeld episode.
Gotcha.
The best part about Jaws 4 is there's 2 versions of the movie. One where Mario Van Peebles dies and one where Mario Van Peebles doesn't die.
Yes. Yes.
Wait, what?
Yeah. But it's not just that he dies or doesn't die. Like the ending is completely different. Like they have different setups for the shark getting stabbed by the boat. Like it's completely different, the finale. And in one of them, Mario Van Peebles at the end, you start hearing these off screen like help, help, and then they're like, "How are you alive?" He's like, "I don't know." And then another one, he's just gone because it was assumed that he got
never, like, we don't know if he died. They just never show him again. He's like just gone.
Yeah, he's gone.
You see him like the shark is dragging him underwater and he's like poking it in the eye or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
History of the World Part 2. There's a movie.
Yeah.
There was a Beastmaster TV series also. Who was in the Beastmaster TV series?
Who was? Mario Van Peebles?
Who we just lose recently?
Lots of people.
Tony Todd.
Tony Todd. Yeah. Tony Todd.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Yeah. There were never Beastmaster toys, were there?
Yes.
There were.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Of him?
It was a just the Mark Singer character. I don't remember. I forget what Dang something.
Mark Singer, very nice guy.
Really?
Yeah. Very nice guy. Genuinely nice. Daphne and I were at a Pittsburgh Comic-Con. He was sitting across from us, at least 30 feet away. He was like, "Hey guys, how you doing?" Every morning. He would just come over and just say hello. Like he wasn't trying to get you to buy anything. He was just saying hello, you know. And then there was some lady from Star Trek sitting next to him, and she absolutely lost her fucking mind at that show. And like she just lost, I don't know what happened, but this lady just went berserk. Karen, long before Karen ever existed. And she just went nuts. And she started packing up to leave. And he was over there helping her out. He was like, "Oh, come here, I'll help you out, boo." He just helped her pack up to go. Really,
you don't remember who it was?
Oh, I know who it was. But
Nana Visitor. Please tell me it's Nana Visitor.
Tell me in the private chat. Say in the private chat, dude.
Nana Visitor.
No, that would have been before TV Space Nine. It had to have been from original series, right?
Remember DS9?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember? I think it was Quark's girlfriend.
Okay.
I don't know if you remember.
The Dabo, the one that married his brother?
Yeah, that lady.
Okay.
Yeah, she lost her shit.
Yeah, I'd heard things about her.
Yeah.
Right. I don't even know who we're talking about.
Played Kira's sister? It could be.
No, the Dabo girl, the one that was like she was dating the doctor and then she married Quark's brother.
Yeah, I think that's the one. Yeah.
Let me see.
Okay. I got nothing.
You never watched DS9?
I did, but I don't know who she was.
Okay.
Dabo.
Girl.
I remember the guy from Reanimator. I remember Man Called Hawk. Renee Auberjonois.
Renee Auberjonois.
Really?
Good actor.
Chase Masterson.
Chase Masterson. Yeah. Oh yeah. She's yeah. Okay.
I mean, that lady lost her shit, man. I was like,
I don't even know who that is.
Well, Chase Masterson, that's what it is. You can look it up.
She's an actress. She's been in a lot of stuff.
Yeah, she's a lot of stuff.
Yeah, you if you see her, you'll know. If you look her up, you'll know. You'll remember who she was.
All right, so look, there was a lot of good Sword and Steel movies, Sword and Sorcery movies in the 80s, right?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I said Steel because I started thinking of the Patrick Swayze movie Steel. Remember that one?
No.
Oh, wait. Okay, here. No, I'm going to bring this to you guys because I didn't know this existed. So I was talking about the Mad Max movies the other night.
Okay.
Because I was watching them. I hadn't seen them in a long time. And I was like, oh, yeah, I'm going to watch these. And these were cool. So when I posted them, somebody posted up that there's an actual prequel that it came before, but it is a prequel to Mad Max called Stone. And it's about the gang that is in Mad Max.
Toe Cutters Gang?
Yeah.
Really?
No one's heard of that?
No, it was made
I
by
hadn't
George
heard of
Miller?
it. Dude posted a poster in my thread. I'm like, what? How do we not know what this is?
I gotta
So
look this up.
yeah, now the guy could be high, maybe, but he's a dude that I know. We talk about movies all the time. So when he brought it up, I was like, I assume this is real. So now I'm really curious to check this out.
Director?
I don't know. It can't be because Mad Max was his first
No.
was his first film. So unless he did like a small film which was called Stone. So I don't know. Like I said, this is third party information.
God.
1974.
Okay.
And there's a Mad Max Minute podcast that talks about it.
Okay.
Here we go. Hold on a second. Can I show this? Let me show this up here. All right, you got me going because I'm a Mad Max fan. Here we go. Get with Stone. Take the trip.
So it's after Mad Max? No. Mad Max wasn't 74 is before Mad Max. Mad Max was 1980.
Right.
Or 79 or 80. So this has to be before. But yeah, see, they got the motorcycles. Those are the same motorcycles from the movie. Those Kawasaki's or whatever.
It could be that it's what he based those characters on in Mad Max.
Right.
You know.
No.
Humongous.
Yeah, it was a weird thing that this dude popped up, and I was like, "What are you talking about?" So
there's a Stone Blu-ray.
I don't think that one will make it into my collection.
I really hope I didn't go to porn. Okay. All right. I just wanted to show you.
Maybe just remove this from the screen before you do go to porn.
That's all Mad Max. What are you talking about porn?
No, I'm sure.
Right, so the Gravediggers Motorbike Gang outlaws too tough to mess with. Only one man tried. They called him Stone. Starring Ken Shorter, Sandy Harbutt, Helen Morse.
Look at that hair. Jesus. Look at that hair.
Oh, Ozploitation Classics. So
yeah, it's an Australian thing. Yeah, for sure.
Oh, but here you go. It says Hugh Keys. Hugh Keys was the guy who played Toe Cutter and Lord Humongous. Not Lord Humongous.
There you go. There you go.
Oh my God, who was the main one in Furiosa?
Yeah, that guy.
The one with the breather mask. He was old and white.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I'm drawing a blank. Yeah, but that guy.
But it was Hugh Keysburn, and he was also in what was the sci-fi TV show? Not Stargate. Oh my God,
Morton Joe.
And Morton Joe. There you go, Morton Joe.
Yeah, but he wasn't that in Furiosa because he died before that happened. But he was that in the Fury Road.
Fury Road. Excuse me, in Fury Road, right? But Hugh Keysburn was also in that sci-fi show that had the guy that ended up going to Stargate. It had Sandra Block in it also. Where the ship was alive. Farscape. Farscape. What was the guy? Dargo? The one with the dreads for chin?
Yeah. Oh, that's that guy? I don't know.
Yeah, he played that. And he also played the Martian Manhunter in the ill-fated Justice League by George Miller.
Okay.
They did the live cast of him and stuff. So he never got to wear the costume, but they made it for him. They made the prosthetics. Yeah, did we lose Marvin? We lost Marvin. Marvin, I'm sorry.
He might be
I think he just turned his camera off. He's probably still around.
Come back. come back. Oh, here we go. Where's the action figure?
That was the first 45 minutes of this show, dude.
Yeah, King. Come on, bro. You're coming in late, Papa. You're coming in late, bro. We were showing off some of the stuff. We were showing off, the Interceptor, action figure. Here is the 3D printed prototype. Funny enough, coming off of Mad Max, I did pick his name off of the vehicle that was from Mad Max because I love the car, the Interceptor. That was it. That's why he's got his name. I'm not trying to reinvent the wheel at all. That's why I love Mad Max, and I got to find Stone now. I got to watch it. It says it's an Amazon classic, so I want to watch it before they do a riff tracks on it. They probably do have a riff tracks already. I hope I don't catch the riff tracks, but yeah, Interceptor was named after Mad Max's vehicle, right? And we're running the Kickstarter for his action figure campaign right now, guys. We got 3 weeks left, and we lost a few backers.
You should have colored him in that yellow and blue. You should have given him the yellow, blue, and white like Interceptor colors. Yeah, that's the stuff. That's the stuff.
Tom, you've given me an idea, sir. You've given me a bit of an idea. You know what I mean?
Just a little spot of an idea.
It's a bit of one, and it's like it's where we want to go with this, man. You know what I mean? Just don't let.
Jay? Did you know that the Mad Max that we got was a redubbed edition?
I see. I didn't know, but the first time I saw Mad Max, it was on syndication, right? It was on Channel 11.
That's the redubbed thing,
heavily edited, right?
So there is no. I'm not talking about edited like for content. The actual voices. They did an actual new voice cast over the whole movie. Yeah,
because it reminded me of Star Wars. Like you can tell that the Stormtroopers' voice
quite match up. But the Blu-ray that they put out, I don't know, a handful of years ago, has the original
I have
voice track.
A DVD with it. So yeah, no, dude, I'm with it. Here in New York, they had a trilogy one night in one of the theaters on 42nd, and I went for it, brother. I went for it. I loved it. I'm a fan. I'm a fan of it. Here we go. Why the accent? Why not the accent, love? You know what I mean? It's what they
because I took him to Australia for a few seconds.
I'm not Australian, mate. You know what I mean? I'm from the Isle of Av, right? And that's what we do. It's how we talk, bro. But no, I am a big fan of the Interceptor stuff. Excuse me. A fan of the Mad Max stuff. I have dropped little nuggets of Mad Max in all the stuff that I'm doing.
A lot of nuggets have dropped out of your mouth tonight.
At least it's my mouth and not my ice. Like even
we don't know what's going on down there, and we don't want to.
Hey, stop. Even when the father and son bushwhacked people in Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome, and they went hiding off and they went to the trunk of the car. I used that gag in the last New York versus the World, right? That's where he lived. It was in the trunk of a car that led to a nice little basement entrance. Come on, guys. We're writers. We're not original thinkers. We crib from everything that's out there. Don't give me that face, Calderon. Don't give me that fucking face. Don't give me that fucking face, bro. Suck that shit up right now. All right. You know what? Let's go back.
All I can say is speak for yourself, buddy. That's all I can say.
All right. Brian Bardsworth, Stone Cold reboot of Stone. No, it's not. It's not. That was way after, William. And had they put oh my God, Bo Jackson in the fucking movie, Brian Bosworth wouldn't have made it to the end.
I was at Bo Jackson's last game. I was so happy.
Yeah.
I was so happy. Yeah. Because my friend was a huge Raiders fan. And I was like, fuck this guy. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. I don't want to see it anymore.
Okay.
Yeah.
Really?
Bye,
he was
Bo.
hurting?
Bye, Bo. Yeah. He did something to his hip in that game. And then he was done. Couldn't play anymore.
Yeah.
And my buddy was like, "Oh no, is it?" I'm just like, "Oh, it's a shame. Such a shame. I'm so sorry. Your team sucks now. I'm sorry."
Damn. See, now once we talk sports, Calderon checks out.
Nothing to say. It's like,
You gotta be well rounded.
all I know, John Jones is fighting tomorrow. That's all I know.
Okay. John Jones is fighting tomorrow. Some other guy is going to get fucked up tonight. Right? We're not going to bring it up. Here we go. Jay, one of the reasons you want to pan the camera was because he didn't want you to see his strawberry shortcake collection.
Yeah, I heard about that. Hasbro HasLabs
Thanks.
is bringing back the whole strawberry shortcake.
Thanks.
Thing.
They smelled good. They smell good. All right. I happen to like, and I kind of feel bad. The young lady that was made, I think she was cookie dough, right? She was supposed to be a young lady of color, but they whitewashed her, and that was unfortunate.
What are you talking about?
Dude, my sister had all of the fucking strawberry shortcake dolls, dude.
And Cookie Dough Girl was a black girl?
No, but there was no one else that was black, and you figured, okay, this would have been the best route to take, man. She was looking good. She was my favorite. She smelled the best out of all the dolls.
They smelled the best.
She did. She smelled like cookies, man. Come on.
It's good. It's good that you didn't have one of those in your house.
Look, all right, we're talking toys. We went around the fucking world tonight, but we're still talking toys. Guys, what is one toy that you always wanted that you didn't get?
That USS flag, and I'll never
carrier. Yeah, I mean that's
never get it. Never.
You're some greedy motherfuckers.
That's that dream, man.
That thing. It was $130 when it was first released.
Okay.
That dream. There's been a few that I've really wanted over the years that I've ended up getting. Like I eventually had a shuttle Tidarium from Return of the Jedi. I eventually got one of those. I eventually had a B-wing fighter. But this was all like in my 20s when I was, 20s and 30s when I was, kind of going back into that stuff. But
okay.
There's a few that I've gotten, but I would love. In fact, the Shogun Warriors that we talked about, I never had Shogun Warriors. They're actually remaking those right now.
Really?
Yeah, you can get like new versions of them, but they're the same. They're the same, like the old rocket launcher things, and they're 2 feet tall and all that.
Is it Super 7?
It might be. It might be. Yeah. Yeah,
but they're like 400 and change for that.
Yeah, but I mean, you want a new one, you want an old one, they're like 900,
Oh, really?
Like, oh yeah. Like to get and to find for number one, to find complete ones is almost impossible. To find them in any sort of good condition is nearly impossible. And if you find them in the box to get them in mint condition, you're talking about 1,500 easy for even a damaged box. So that old stuff is wildly sought after.
Oh.
So, if you want just to have one, it's going to be expensive, but that's because they're not making them in the hundreds of thousands of units anymore. They might make a couple thousand units and that's it. That's why all these toys are so much more expensive, because we don't have KB toys anymore. We don't have Toys R Us anymore. Right. So there's no outlets for these things to be sold in the hundreds of thousands of units.
Toys R Us now again.
They are starting to come back, but they're still not
stores, but yeah.
Right.
It's gonna be a while.
Right now, the biggest player in the block for independent stuff is Big Bad Toy Store. Right, a lot of the other smaller guys have closed up shop also.
But I mean, that's what I'm saying. Even with those guys, I mean, what are they going to pick up? Another 1,000 units? Who cares? Like it's not relevant. It used to have Toys R Us across the country, and every one of those stores would buy like 1,000 units.
Right.
So yeah, it's just
what was the
time.
That's why they went bankrupt too.
No, dude, they were making money. It's when they were bought out by that hedge fund company. I forgot who it was, that they leveraged the loan against what they were going to be paying for the place.
Yeah.
And if it wasn't for them having to pay back the loan, they would have been in the black.
Mm-hmm.
And when they couldn't, they broke it all up. If you look up Toy Galaxy before he became Secret Galaxy, he went in depth into it. And it happened the same way to KB prior to it happening to Toys R Us with the same hedge fund.
I mean, the assholes, what they do is they just leverage those companies down with a lot of debt. So,
Yes.
and then what they do, they take the profit, and then they leverage the company down with debt, and then they make the company pay it off. If it doesn't pay it off, it just goes into bankruptcy and whatever. That's what they were trying to. That's why that other hedge fund got its dick kicked in when it tried to do it to what's the yeah, they're doing it to Red Lobster right now.
Yeah, fuck those guys.
Yeah,
Fuck those guys.
What's the video game store?
Oh, it's a GameStop. They tried to do it to GameStop.
They tried to do it to GameStop, and the guys from Reddit said, "Fuck you." Those guys lost a lot of money.
They made the movie. Did you watch the movie about it?
Yeah.
Is it a documentary?
No.
Well, there's a documentary, and then there's an actual movie.
I'd like to. Yeah, there's a documentary. I haven't seen it, but I would like to see it if there is one.
Yeah, and then at the end of the movie, they show the real clips of the guys, and it was like some of the performances were spot on, like word for word for their public moments, which was I think it was fucked up what they were trying to do to them to begin with, you know. But
to GameStop,
right?
But that's how they make money.
Doesn't mean it's right, or I mean,
I never said it was right. I'm just saying that's how they do it, bro. Like I'm sure we all see Wall Street, right?
You
know,
how many businesses got destroyed when KB and Toys R Us and what was the Toys R Us competitor? Children's House or Playland or some shit like
Children's
that. Children's Palace, right? When they were no longer able to buy product like that.
Yeah,
right?
When the retailer for a product goes away, all of the people that make that product go bye-bye.
Yeah. Right, dude. Right. And then you had it all condensed into 2 aisles in Walmart and Target, right? And Kmart, which was phasing out, and Caldor, which had left. So it was like the industry as a whole almost went belly up.
Yep.
Yeah, but some rich guy got to buy another boat, so it's okay, right?
Right.
That's what that is, you know.
But we've got one toy store here. Well, actually, they have 3 locations. They don't carry a lot of stuff. They carry like more model railroad stuff and dolls, and they have like Brooder, the truck company from the UK.
Okay.
They do 1/16 scale like really good quality like dump trucks and garbage trucks and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think it's a shame, dude. I really do.
And then there was a new one that opened in one of the malls, and they got run out of the mall by one of the clothing store wanted their space, and they said no, and the mall said yes, so they kicked them out of the mall.
That's terrible.
That sucks, man. Like in New York, we had a few things. We had things like something like,
well, we had FAO Schwartz.
We had Toys and Things, but FAO Schwartz was overpriced, you know. But they were willing to take chances, right? They had the Spawn figures before any other outlet had Spawn.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that. Toys and Things was
another.
You
gotta remember, FAO Schwartz was on 5th Avenue. Of course, it was going to be overpriced. It's like, you know, it's next to Gucci and like, you know, all these other, you know.
Right. My friend who lives in Canada said Toys R Us never left for them. Yeah. How did that happen? I don't know, but bless them, man. You know what I'm saying? Dude?
Well, same way there's still one Blockbuster left.
I thought they closed.
Is it? Yeah, I thought
no, it's still open. They just had that post where they were going under. They're still there. It was a fake. It was like one of those fake celebrity deaths. It's the same thing. It was just with the store. So they're still there. Yeah.
They tried to do that TV show after it, and that
show was awful. That show was awful.
I miss Blockbuster. What's funny is talking about GameStop, right? Mm-hmm. I have one close to me over here, and Daphne and I once in a while we'll walk in there, we'll just take a look around. And I'm amazed that Marvel and DC never made the fucking deal to sell books through them. It amazes me. There's like tons of fucking space. So how the hell is it that these people do not have a rack in that store just selling trades? You know, I would never sell like floppies, trades.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
I thought they had said before that they were trying to work out a deal and it fell under or something.
of course it fell under. Somebody got stupid somewhere,
Well,
right?
I mean,
Like, you know, right?
That's
like,
usually what happens.
because-
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, they got sued by Diamond, right? Because they have a Diamond membership for GameStop, and they did something. I can't remember what they did, and they ended up getting sued by Diamond about
You know,
something.
that's all null and void now. That's not even.
Yeah.
Who cares? Like, who does Diamond have left? I mean, they have all the small guys, right?
Yeah.
And that's it. Boom. IDW
Is
left.
that Boom? I thought Boom made the deal with Penguin. No, Boom got bought by Penguin.
Right.
Yeah, Boom just got bought by Penguin.
Yeah, they got purchased by Penguin. But they got Dynamite. Yeah.
That's it. That's like the biggest publisher that they have.
Well, Dynamite and Titan, right?
Yeah, but Titan's not.
Titan. Well, they have one or two. Look, they reprint Miss Trees, so I like those.
Titan is not any sort of large scale.
Yeah,
You know, Dynamite at least has IP, like shitloads of IP that people know.
Doesn't Titan have Conan?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
those are good. I don't know if you ever looked at those. I mean, or I don't know if you're a Conan fan, but those.
Titan has Valiant? No, Alien has Valiant.
No, yeah, Alien has.
Alien? Okay.
Yeah, the only good thing those guys can do is just reprint the stuff that that was done from 10, 12 years ago.
Right.
They just got to reprint that and they'll be okay.
Well, and I just heard that Scout is basically going under now.
But that was a death coming for how long?
Yeah, but I mean, it's like it's happened now. Like they've missed all their ship dates, and it's done.
Yeah, they owe a lot of people a lot of money for a lot of stuff.
Yeah, but that corpse has been dragging for a minute.
Yeah, Scout is that guy that got dragged across the street in Mad Max. Like that was that's
Yep.
So that's pretty funny when they said about Blockbuster. Yeah, it'd have been wall to wall pops if Blockbuster.
Right,
was
like
yeah.
Spencer Gift and Hot Topic.
yeah, it would.
Yeah.
Right. I remember when Spencer Gift used to sell toys, not just the porn toys.
Yeah.
They used to sell GI Joes and stuff like that back in the day.
I mean, that stuff was like comics used to be. You could, like, anywhere you go, you could find that stuff because it was easy. It was easy to get through distribution. Now it's not the case.
Yeah. So do you guys think that the lack of outlets leads to the decline of the industry?
Of course. If you have nowhere for people to find what you make, this is why comics are struggling. We used to have 6,000 comic book stores. Now we've got maybe 2 to 3, maybe
If we're lucky.
Well, Christina Merkel said last week on a podcast, on the Off Panel podcast, that there's 2,500 stores right now in operation. She has 2,500. Yeah.
That sounds as well.
In the U.S.
in the
Or is
U.S.
that
Yeah.
North America.
That's the U.S. That's the U.S.
Yeah. Well, let's just say the only market that really matters.
Yeah, but of those 2,500, let's say there's 2,500 stores. Of those 2,500 stores, 90% of them are just buying Marvel and DC and some IP stuff. They're never going to look at anything that we'd want to make. So
I mean, because like how many times have I said it? When I started whatever, and it was 10,000 stores. You could come out and sell 5,000-6,000 books and be like do nothing and just do that.
Right.
Put it in the catalogs of those 14 distributors, and you'll sell 3,000 to 5,000. If you put a little effort, you could probably sell 20,000 books. But that
Kills that kind of distribution today.
Killed off by greed. So everything else.
Pretty much.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully greed doesn't kill off what is left of these industries.
Well, I mean,
right?
Look, it's surviving.
Yeah, they'll always, like, even with comics, right? Like the comics don't really need the industry to survive, right? It doesn't, because it's about the creator. And with the internet the way that it is, where we can deal directly with people and communicate directly with people. A creator can make something and sell it to people directly without the industry, the industry being Diamond Distributors, Penguin, a retail store, so on and so on and so on. So as the end chain of these systems start to fail, the brick and mortar portions, the creators of these things have to just find different ways to get their stuff in front of eyeballs in order to sell it. But we can, because that's what the internet does.
I mean, what's funny is that, like, all that particular market was started by people like us.
Yeah.
PT Comics, Pacific Comics was part of that distribution chain, and people were trying to get Marvel and DC in, but it was a lot of independents. And then it wasn't until like First Comics, Comico, these companies were selling 40, 50, 80,000 copies a month in the early 80s. And then Marvel and DC said, oh, what the fuck? And they were just like, let's push these little motherfuckers to the side.
Yeah.
Here's Spider-Man.
Right.
Again.
Who's that new publisher or old publisher that's coming out now that they said their books are going to be in Walmart?
Oh, another one again?
Yeah. I forget. It's an old publisher, but they're back again. And
Charlton? Was it
Charlton?
No.
It wasn't Charlton. It wasn't Charlton. It was a Harvey. It was one of those. It was along those lines, and they were going to reprint. And the thing is they're releasing a toy line that Walmart is financing for them, and they're releasing
Atlas Comics.
Atlas. There you go.
Atlas. What did Atlas have?
A bunch of stuff.
Wait, Atlas, as in like Planet of the Vampires?
Probably.
And
so it's led by SP Media, Paramount, and Walmart.
There you go, Paramount. There you go, Paramount.
There you go.
Yeah. Old boy money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's why that's getting done. Old boy money, right? Here we go.
Okay.
Web sell directly to customers. That's what I do since Diamond didn't want to pick up my series. So everything goes right from me to them. Way to be, brother. Way to be.
So, but is it the Marvel thing, the Marvel Atlas stuff, or is it the 50s?
No, this is well, hold on. I could pop up. Well, you want to show the article, Joe?
Yeah. You sent it to me? You didn't send it to me.
Because Atlas became Seaboard, and that was the stuff that was in like the 70s and 80s.
Send it to me.
But then there was the 50s Atlas comics that was what became Marvel.
No, it was probably the stuff from the 70s.
Oh, you put it in the private chat. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought you were going to present it. Okay.
Oh, you want me to?
No, I got it. I've got it pulled up. Here we go.
Oh, yeah.
All
so
right.
it's the 70s. Yeah. A new Atlas company was formed May 2019 with SP Media Group, blah, 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 blah. Yeah.
Paramount, Walmart, and Nego.
The original stuff. Like, they're not making new comics. They're going to reprint the old stuff.
Right.
Oh, revival at New York Comic Con. Look at that. Oh, I was there.
Did you get a copy?
Nope.
No.
Oh, shit. I remember seeing this. Yes, this was up. It was part of the Walmart Collector Con.
Mm.
Yeah, they had one side of the Walmart booth, one of the four sides. Okay, Frank Barbieri, Vice President of Content and Digital at Walmart, and also co-creator of Five Ghosts. Stephen Paul, Chairman of SP Media Group, Atlas Comics developer and producer on the Ghost Rider movies. Oh, look at that. Look at those credits. Other partners include Jason Goodman, publisher and grandson of Martin Goodman. Jason says the dynamic characters and world building behind Atlas Seaboard dates back to the golden age of comics. Nobody will remember this. Also involves Al Farrell, director of development. Jeff Robin, one of Atlas Seaboard's characters, Davalina, created by Jeff Robin, about the sister of Satan, who must confront her demonic powers and brandish her brother back to hell. Is getting filled with Paramount Pictures. That's the key right there. There you go. Okay.
They're just going to throw money at it until it fails.
Yeah, basically. Well, it's IP to exploit. That's all it is.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, they just need one of them to hit.
Yeah.
Right. If they just get one movie out, makes a reasonable amount of money, they'll be fine.
Welcome back, Radical Publishing.
The stuff back then, I mean, it had like Neil Adams was on that stuff, and I mean, it wasn't like shitty comics.
No, they probably had Jim Steranko. They probably had Corbin, not Corbin, Buckler, Rich Buckler,
yeah.
I mean, they had probably a bunch of really good artists on there, but stuff that got forgotten.
Yep.
Yeah. That's it. That's all we're gonna have. Atlas is gone. We're done. You're
not gonna.
What?
And I thought you were gonna show Shield of the Interceptor again.
Oh, you want me to show it? I'll show it.
I mean, that's what we're here for. We gotta plug at least one good toy on the show, right?
Oh, man. You see, you go from being an ass to pulling out a fucking championship move right there at the end. And I love that shit about you, kid. I love that shit about you, bro.
I'm just a disingenuous asshole. I know.
You are. So here we go. We got the Shield of the Interceptor campaign on Kickstarter. We've lost a few backers. We got 3 weeks to go. We've got about $3,700 to $3,500 around there to hit our goal. I think we could do it. I don't know about you guys.
I think the number is 36.2, but okay.
36.2. There. That's why I said somewhere between 35 and 37. It's late. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. All right, so here we go. So you get the action figure. The action figure comes for $35. So that means that the shipping is baked into the price. The figure is $25. So the $10 domestic shipping is baked in. You're not going to have another fee once you back the campaign. Here we are talking about the campaign a little bit, why we're doing it, why we chose Kickstarter, where your money is going. Here are the 3 figures that are available currently in the campaign. The Interceptor, flagship hero of Unstoppable Comics. He is now available. He can be added individually to any reward. He is 1/18 scale, approximately 4 inches, 26 points of articulation. He comes with the shield accessory. As I said before, he goes for $35. That shipping is baked in to the U.S., and the final product may vary slightly. Here is a variant to the Interceptor, and here's another variant to the Interceptor, which pays homage to one of the best G.I. Joe figures ever made. This is an homage to the Ninja Storm Shadow.
Oh, that character sucked.
Son of a mother flower. All right. So besides the Interceptor, he needs somebody to fight, and we got the bad guys in here. So for all of you troop builders, we got a whole huge army that you can pick from. We got Dynok, who is an evil demon trooper, named after 2 of the best subsets of toys ever made. It's a combination of the name Dinobots and Dreadnoks. That's why the name Dynok is in there. Another villain, Eyebrawl. That's an homage to the way He-Man used to, play tongue-in-cheek, use those dad puns to name their villains, like Trapjaw or Evil Lyn or Triclops, right? So we're going with Eyebrawl instead of Eyeball. Eyebrawl. Ha ha! Dad joke. Right?
Fistor.
Yeah, Fisto. Fistor is a
That's
different.
much better.
Yeah,
I like to fist that guy.
Fisto, right? And then we got Never Wolf, because he's not a werewolf. He's pretty much Mr. T as a demon werewolf. There we go. Here we got the breakdown of the figure, so we show you how all the parts are fitting into this bad boy. Then we have some articulation pictures. If you want to get a little bit more involved, you can look at all of the figures that were unveiled at New York Comic Con. There's an articulation video test. There are stretch goals if we can get funded. We got some other stuff waiting in the wings, not just these. Some comparison images so you can see what he looks like standing up to other figures. You can also pick up the Shield of the Interceptor series, issues 1 through 5 from Unstoppable Comics. Get you familiar on who the character is. Then we have a few other things like some t-shirts and some trading cards. All are available as add-ons, so you can go a la carte if you want, just picking one thing up. And if you are someone who loves to army build, you can pick up these demons as a set of all 3. You could pick them up individually. You can pick them up as half of an army, so that's 5 each. Or you could pick them up as a whole army, so that's 10 of each. That would be for 30 figures. That is our biggest reward on the page. I'm really hoping we can make this. Really excited. This is the first time I'm heading down this road, and I am nervous like a son of a gun, guys. This is what I've always been working for. Okay. Here we go. We got Singh coming in. When my line prototypes get here, I would bring them on your show. Doors open to you, brother. Okay. And what about, whoa, no fister. Okay, we're going to take that one out of there. So we've got 22 days left for Shield of the Interceptor on Kickstarter. I know. This is a huge ask. But this is where it all comes together for me, right?
I think if you put Fist Her in there, you might be able to make it.
Come on, guys. I can't get canceled when I'm trying to sell this stuff, please. You're the ones that said it. Don't buy Oswald. He's the one that said it, not me. Not me.
Nobody's going to cancel you over this. Nobody's watching.
You seen that T-shirt with the Punisher, and he's spanking the Black Widow, and it says "Punish her."
There you go.
Yeah.
That's what you need in this campaign. You need to like put a little edge into it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the edge is going to be coming soon from Loose Collector, isn't it, Marvin?
Yes, sir.
Probably
March or April. The Kickstarter one.
Very cool, brother. Very cool. And what size is the edge going to be?
Same as yours, 1/18.
Nice.
2 feet.
Nice.
You got to go Shogun Warrior size. 2 feet.
There you go.
I know. But yeah, folks, we had a very interesting conversation before tonight's episode started, and it wasn't a bad thing. It was, some behind the scenes stuff on how we're trying to get this bad boy together and what is going into actually the whole brain process of should we, shouldn't we, when should we, what else should we do leading into this. I'll be talking about some of that stuff later on. I hope you join me again and talk to me about it. All right, I will have some of these guys back if they want to come back, and I know they will be putting me on the hot seat, and I have no problem with that.
Was there? You said brain stuff?
Yeah, man, like brain processing stuff.
You
I went rogue.
That you were involved?
Yeah, you see, I'm wearing glasses, right? I was involved. The glasses mean the smarts are on. We flick the lights.
Glasses just mean you're blind.
Glasses don't mean I'm blind. Glasses mean that I can see clearer. Okay, I can.
We can see in your glasses that you're watching porn right now. Is what we can see.
Right.
Oh my God, you can see the laugh lines through the glasses too. Oh my fucking God! All right, we're gonna. No, I can't see it all. Okay, so we're at the 1.5 hour. We passed the 1.5 hour mark, and
all right. So we got 20 more minutes, and
negative doctor. Negative doctor. We gotta
go run till midnight, bro. Let's try to get you some sales.
How about this? Next Friday, we run till midnight. You guys want to do that?
I'll tell you what, man. I will not be there.
You see, you can't pose that question, and then when I call you on it, be like, blah, blah, blah. You gotta be able to rock and roll.
I'm just saying, I'm not gonna be there. The offer was for tonight. It was not a malleable offer.
You used malleable. Yeah. Wow. Okay. I don't think you can use it in a sentence twice, but I don't want to keep to the challenge. Okay. But before we get out of here tonight, because no one else is malleable for the evening.
No, that's you not malleable. The rest of us are saying 20 more minutes. You're the one going, I have to go play with my hornet, my dragonfly.
Dragonfly, this right here. You see it? You see? There it goes. That's it. That's the dragonfly. Okay. Oh. There we go. All right. He's there. All right.
It's like the size of a TV, dude. What are you doing over there?
What? Is that
your wife went to bed? Is that why you can show it now?
No. She's watching the undercard on tonight's fight night.
Okay.
So I got a little reprieve.
I'll screenshot it. I'll send it to her. Don't worry about it.
Listen, it's just this. You know, I didn't buy the Sentinel, right? We got the Galactus. I didn't buy the Hiss. I didn't buy the.
Look, the only reason you got the Galactus because she bought it for you.
And I love her. She loves me. I'm doing good. JD's been a good boy. That's why he got rewarded.
What did you get for her? A new pan for the kitchen so she can make enchiladas for you?
She doesn't cook. I'm the artist. And we don't eat enchiladas. Okay? No one here in this household can
empanadas.
But we are Puerto Rican. We don't call them empanadas. All right? We call them pastelitos. There is a difference.
Empanada. It's an empanada.
Never.
It's an empanada.
Never. Don't ever say that. Don't insult us. Don't insult us.
It's an empanada. It's all the same food.
No, it's not.
It's all the same food.
No, it's not. Okay. So then,
so one time I'll agree with him. It's not.
Yeah. No, it's not.
And let me tell you something. I like Mexican food. It really is.
I do too.
I really like Mexican food. That's not it, but it is different.
I do too. I like those Doritos tacos. That's what I like.
That's not
all right. Time to go.
That's good.
You know what I mean? You know when I'm not here saying a pierogi is the same thing as a turnover. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it's a calzone. All right. I'm not saying a wonton is the same thing as fucking I don't know. You figure whatever else cultural appropriated thing that they're trying to turn into the new hot fucking thing, right? A zone from fucking Papa John's or this other fucking shit. All right. Pastelito is different. It's different. So yeah, we're gonna get out of here. Okay, before somebody brings up enchiladas again. So we'll start with the enchilada magnate himself. All right, Tom. Where can they find you, buddy?
Right there.
There you go.
Wherever you do your social media, get on there. We have a month and a half until we start our 15-year anniversary in January. So if you don't know Big Dog Ink books, go to bigdoginc.com, get some books, try them out, get ready for year 15 for us.
Very cool. Very cool. Calderon, where can they find you, bro?
The OswaldChronicles.com, TallTalesOnline.com. Primarily, though, right now we have Tall Tales running on Kickstarter. So go check it out. The Tears of the Mother Volume 1. Go check it out. And there's sign-up pages for Magic's Grace number 2 and When Tender Souls Mourns 1 through 4. The Oswald Chronicles will be back soon. You cannot hold a good mouse down.
All right. Marvin, where can they find you, bro?
TheEdgeComic.com and ComicsBird.com, and catch us on Kickstarter with the Blaine action figure in maybe the first quarter or start of the second quarter.
Nice. Okay, and I am JD Rosario from Unstoppable Comics, hanging out with all of you guys tonight on Comic Book Streamland. I want to thank everyone who joined us on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. I appreciate the time you spent with us. You could have been spending it anywhere else, but you chose to have a few laughs with us over here tonight. So thank you all. Until next week, you can find me trying to push this campaign for Shield of the Interceptor, the action figure, going on until December 7th on Kickstarter.
Can we rename you Sisyphus?
No, you can't. And I'd rather be Atlas than Sisyphus. Thank you very much. Okay. All right. Thank you. If anybody's going to struggle, let me be that one. So Greek gods aside, thank you all. Please check out the campaign and see you next week. Later.
Have a good night, everyone.